The night in MARHAI stretched long and merciless. By the time the search slowed, the sky had deepened into a color darker than ink. Most villagers, exhausted, returned home to pray, to weep, or to sit silently with fear. But Raza did neither. He went behind his house, opened the old wooden shed, and pulled out a rusty lantern and a thick walking stick. His wife saw the lantern glow from the door. "Raza, no," she whispered, voice trembling. "You can't go alone." "I must. They won't go deep into the forest," he said. "And you will?" she asked, choking on the question. A long silence. "Yes." His wife grabbed his sleeve. "Something took her. Baba Hanif." "Baba Hanif speaks in riddles," Raza snapped. But even as he spoke, the memory of the footprints near the stream tightened his chest. Those strange, too long footprints. Those weren't riddles. Before she could respond, he gently removed her hand and stepped into the fog. Afshin didn't know how long she had been sitting on the cold ground. Maybe an hour, maybe more. Her wrists hurt from the rough bark ropes tied around them. Her legs were numb. Her throat ached from trying not to cry. She sat inside something like a cage of branches, woven together in a way no human hands could have done. The branches twisted overhead like sharp fingers, forming a dome that left only small cracks where moonlight slipped in. Across the clearing, a shadowy figure moved. Afshin couldn't see its face. She wasn't sure it had one. It was tall, far too tall, thin, unnaturally so, and its limbs bent in wrong angles as if bones didn't matter. It circled her slowly, sometimes stopping just outside the cage as though studying her. Her heart hammered painfully. "What do you want?" she whispered through tears. The creature paused, its head tilted, curious. Then came that voice, soft, breathy, neither man nor woman but something in between. "You saw me from the hills." Afshin stiffened. Her breath hitched. I didn't," she lied. "You did." The voice lowered to a hiss. "You watched me crossing the river." Afshin squeezed her eyes shut. She remembered it now. 2 days ago, she had climbed the hills behind the village. She'd seen something moving along the riverbank, something tall walking through fog thick like smoke. She'd thought it was an illusion, a trick of the mist. But it wasn't. And now it spoke again. "You followed me once. Now I follow you." Afshin's body went cold. Back at the village, more men had joined the search. A group of boys brought news from the northern side. "There are broken branches," one boy said, "and strange marks on the ground." "Show me," Raza demanded. The boys led them to the edge of the northern path. Indeed, the trees there had snapped in half as though something huge had pushed through. But stranger still were the marks. Lines in the mud, shaped like someone dragging something. Or someone. A shiver of dread passed through the men. "Maybe a wild animal," someone suggested weakly. Another shook his head. "Animals don't break trees like this." "Nor do they leave footprints like those," Raza muttered. They moved forward cautiously, lanterns shaking in the wind. The path became narrower, roots crawling across it like veins. And then they found something else, a piece of blue cloth caught on a thorn. Raza's breath froze. It was from Afshin's shirt. While the search continued, Baba Hanif sat alone on the veranda of the mosque. His eyes were fixed on the forest. "You warn them," the imam said quietly, sitting beside him. "They don't believe old men. They think stories mean nothing." Hanif's hand trembled on his wooden staff. "But the forest remembers." "Tell me," the imam urged. "What is it you fear?" The old man drew in a long breath. "When I was a child," he began, "MARHAI was larger. Many families lived deeper into the valley. One winter, a group of children went missing. Not all at once, one by one." The imam swallowed. "They searched for weeks," Baba continued. "Then one child was found, alive." "What did he say?" "He said a creature took him, tall as the trees, thin as shadow. It lived in the fog. It watched children who wandered too far." The imam's eyebrow rose. "Surely he imagined—" "No," Hanif's voice darkened. "Because when they brought the boy back, he was never the same. He refused to sleep in darkness. He screamed whenever fog rolled in. And one night, a month later, he disappeared again." "Disappeared," the imam repeated. Hanif whispered, vanished from his locked room, the window still sealed, the door still bolted. He simply wasn't there anymore. The imam felt his skin crawl. And now, Hanif murmured, eyes fixed on the dark forest, it has taken another child. Raza's group reached the forest's edge. The trees towered above them like ancient giants, branches interlocking to form a roof. This is where it went, Raza said, staring at the snapped branches. A younger man hesitated. Should we wait for more people? Raza didn't answer. He stepped forward. The forest swallowed him immediately. The air inside was colder, quieter, too quiet. Raza held his lantern high, the glow trembling across twisted trunks. Afshin! He shouted. His voice echoed strangely, as though the trees whispered it back to him, slower, distorted. Sheen. Sheen. He gripped his stick tighter. Something rustled to his right. He spun. Nothing. Another rustle, behind him this time.